Good morning, buddy. Welcome to Tuesday. For those of us who struggle with remembering the date from day to day, and I'm noticing I'm going red to a more natural color, I apologize for that, but the sun is coming up, and that changes the dynamic of what I look like on this porch today. Nonetheless, today is August 20th, and it's Tuesday. That's a good thing. I had my first phone call of the semester from my son. We have this thing we do when he's in school, and that is, excuse me, I know this may be making a little bit of noise, and I apologize. Nonetheless, in the evenings, after he's mostly completed all his classes for the day, we have a check-in that we do. And it's at 7 in the evening. He'll give me a call. Usually he's out walking because he doesn't get the best phone service when he's in his building. And we'll kind of talk about what happened, what were his wins for the day. Is there something that he would have liked to have gone a different way? And what, if anything, could he have done to make that happen? So we do that. That's fun. Um, he'll ask me, about my day. I love that he is at a stage in his life where it's important to him not to be hyper focused on his own situation. Oftentimes at his age, in his world is the only world. And that's not my son, and it never has been. He's always been that person that cared about other people, that was more concerned about how a situation impacted the people around him than it impacted him. So that's pretty cool. My daughter seemed to have a great day yesterday. We chatted about that. She came home. And for those of you that have adult children that you're close to, does this happen to you? My daughter is at work all day. And I promise you, most of the day I'm hearing ping, ping. I don't even look anymore because my daughter is sending me TikToks and memes and shorts of funny and silly things to kind of brighten my day throughout the day. With what I do for a living, sometimes I may have children who are crying because they're not having a good day, or they don't feel the best, or whatever, just not having a great day. So I'm dealing with that situation. Bear with me. As the sun is coming up, so are my allergies, and I'm really feeling it today. That's unusual. But however, so at the end of the day, our wind down periodically includes her showing me all these videos that I didn't watch. And we laugh about it, and we move on with the rest of our day. Usually for her, that means, whatever her wind down process is. For me, that's headed to the bedroom, turn on the television. Um, if there's a video that I had intended to watch, then I'll turn that on. Excuse me, you knew I was going to have some coffee. Let's not play. Oh, it is good. It's chai latte protein shake with the vanilla cinnamon coffee cold brew and a chai syrup, which I need to order more of because it was good. It is really good, but it's also almost gone. So I need to get more. Um, Today is an interview day. I have a family that I'm going to be interviewing tonight, literally 30 minutes after I finish working. So I have to flip the house around a little bit in the sense that I'll let the children have the fun that they're going to have today. But then as the last child leaves, everything has to be cleaned up, sanitized. I need to grab my paperwork for this interview because, yes, I have a parent handbook and paperwork in the whole 9 yards. Oh, your girl, it's going to be professional. That's just, it's going to be professional because I've been doing this for more than 30 years. If I were new to this and not true to this, then I could understand. But that's not my story. So we're going to do this right. So that interview is going to happen tonight at 6, and then it'll last 45 minutes to an hour, depending on our banter back and forth, but usually no more than an hour. 7 o'clock, shower, get ready, reset. It's bedtime. Um, there are a couple of terms I want to introduce to you today because today is Terminology Tuesday. Um, I'm sure for those of you that are emerging pattern readers, and by emerging, I mean you've seen a pattern, you don't necessarily understand what you're seeing, but you see these patterns. And you run across the letters HDC and the letters DC, and you don't know what that means yet. Now, that's a strange sound, but it's over there. It's not over here. So let's stay over here. HDC stands for half double crochet. And in the upcoming tutorials that I do, I will be introducing what that is as far as how you create it if you don't already know. Most of you who watch me are crocheters, you just don't always know what the written patterns are saying. And then there's DC, which is just a double crochet. So those are your two terms for today. If you want to get you a little notebook and a notepad to write those things down, so when you do see them again later, you're able to understand, oh, that's just a half double crochet. And it's not HDC. Hey, don't care. It's half double crochet. But the other HDC might be applicable depending on the circumstance. Anyway, um, my other term that I want to introduce to you today is recess. Now, when we were in school, recess meant it was the break between classes, or it was a reset to kind of decompress from the learning environment at school. Recess for me is my palette cleanser projects. These are the things that I do to kind of give me a mental break while I'm working on my main project, which, as you may or may not know, you've seen me crocheting this cream colored project, but you didn't, some of you have asked what I'm working on, and I am happy to share with you. It is a gift for a couple who are getting married next month, which means I need to get my tail in gear and make more progress on it because I should be closer to where I'm at least halfway done. And I'm not even sure that I'm halfway done. I'll check in a second. But I also need a palette cleanser or a recess so that I can take a break, because when you're doing single crochets and bobble stitches repeatedly in a non-rhythmic pattern, it can throw your brain off. So sometimes I need an absent-minded project to enjoy what I'm doing. And it isn't that I don't enjoy this wedding blanket. I don't enjoy the way the pattern is written, but I understand why they wrote it that way. That's that. Um, I have two questions for you. And yes, I have my dots. She's a 5.0. She's cute. Anyway, I have two questions for you. My first question is, what is your morning routine? What do you do as a ritual most every morning to get yourself ready for your day? I have a few things that I do that I won't talk about, but my primary morning focuses after my personal time, getting ready, after I step out of my bedroom, is I immediately head to the dining room table. I grab my daily planner notepad, I grab my gratitude journal, and I grab my happy planner. Yes, I literally still have a physical planner. Now, a lot of things are digitized that I do, but they don't honestly always happen unless they're in that written planner, because for some reason there is a connection for me between writing something down and being able to remember it. So if I want to get something done, I write it down. And then I might put it in my digital planner so that I get a reminder at the time that I'm supposed to do that event. But the primary thing to get it done is to write it down. My second question for you, and this is something that was born out of a couple of comments that I have seen on a few of my videos. A number of you have shared that you enjoy the sound of my voice. And that does something to me because, again, I don't like the sound of my voice. But beyond the editing process of it, I don't hear what you hear. My voice doesn't sound like what you hear in my head. And if you were ever to record yourself and listen, you may sound different than you hear in your head. That's a lot of people. It's not just me, it's a lot of people. Unfortunately or fortunately, forgive me, it's a morning and I need to spend more time with Miss Coffee. But for those of you who have the same experience I do, the things that or the persons in your life that helped create your foundation, even if you had to rebuild it, have influence on you. There have been times I have been watching one of my videos replay so that I could edit it. And I promise you, I didn't see myself. I saw my mother. And that's hard because that wasn't a good experience. But what was being said was good. And I was okay with that. And I'm learning that part of my healing journey includes those situations happening and me reviewing it, not in the I'm still angry, I'm still holding on to the pain, the torment, the torture, the resistance that existed because of it. Instead, it's that presence showing up and me being okay with seeing it. I remember being a child, and despite the stress that I grew up under, I used to think, she's pretty. And now, as an adult, as a 54-year-old woman, I'm starting to see my own beauty. I can't say that I always saw that. I look back at pictures of myself when I was younger, and I was pretty. I'm still pretty. And that's not something that I ordinarily say. I am learning to appreciate me. Now, I said all of that to broach this question. For those of you that have commented that you listen to my videos because you enjoy the sound of my voice, I hope you also enjoy what I say. But what I'm contemplating adding to my arsenal of things that I will be doing through the week is to maybe do a bedtime story just so that you can play that video in the evening as you're winding down. And whether you're crocheting or knitting or whatever project you want to work on, or you're simply crawling in the bed and you have that video playing so that you can relax to go to sleep. I want to know, is that something that you would enjoy seeing on my channel? I'm also probably going to put up a poll on my community page, so please take a look at that. I've yet to look at the comments and things, well, not too many of the comments and things from yesterday, because of course on Monday there are two videos. There's my tutorial video, and then there's the daily video that I do, where hopefully I motivate you a little bit. And I crochet with you. That I definitely do. And with that said, did you eat last night? Have you had some water today? Do you know how amazing you are? Do you? I'm talking to you. You are amazing. Smile just once. Listen, I'm going to crochet. I hope you'll join me. But more than anything, whatever you do today, have some fun today. Be kind. Be generous with your time and your talent, but don't be so generous that you pour from your bucket, leaving yourself empty. Save a little bit for you. You deserve it. Okay, that's all. Have some fun today. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye bye.